second as Leffingwell gets the handoff across the 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, down to 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Charlie Leffingwell!
I'm Wes Fromm here with head coach Tom Kearly as we finished up week 6 in the football season, heading into week 7 here. Coach, a big game against Grand Valley State. You come out on top. Talk about the game overall.
Well, I thought we played very well, first half especially. I thought it maybe as well as we've played in a long time for a half, Wes. We were kind of fortunate in some ways too. It was just one of those days where everything worked. We got a couple of breaks. We kept the drive alive when they roughed a punter. Hit a double pass for a big play. Charlie popped a long run, and defensively we kept him off the board. Had a couple times down the red zone where we stopped him. So, at halftime, like I said, it was as well as we've played. And then, of course, you want to try to do the smart thing and play clock. And we got a little erratic maybe, and it wasn't as clean as we would like it, to be in the second half. But it's still a big W for us.
You obviously had a huge first quarter, and the opening drive really set the tone for the game. You're able to march it down, a couple of third downs converted on that drive, and you put it in the end zone. How important was it to get points on that opening drive?
Well, I think that was big, and it was by and large Tyler Scarlett's drive. We put the ball in his hands, all his checks. We were in a couple situations where we were empty, and they brought pressure, and he got the ball off before they could hit him. He hit 2 or 3 different receivers on the drive. Had a third down play, that scored. So it was a big drive for us.
Defensively, he got an interception again from Deshaun Nelson. He's had 3 in the last 2 weeks. He's really playing well and was named the Defensive Player of the Week in the league.
He was, and he did a nice job. All day. I think he had 11 tackles. He forced a fumble, had the INT. And is kind of a leader back there in our secondary, and has progressed into that. He was voted a captain by his teammates, and he's playing like a captain.
How about Charlie Leffingwell? Another big game, over 200 yards. I think his second career 200-yard game, and to do it against Grand Valley, who plays a lot of hats in the box, says something. They had a pretty good game.
Right. We challenged him a little bit early in the week, and and we showed him the 2010 game when we beat Grand Valley last time here, and when Phil Bilbreath had a great day, and showed Charlie the people that he'd made missed, and knew that there was going to be an extra hat in that box, and he was going to have to make somebody miss. I think he made more people miss on Saturday than maybe he has at for sure any one game in his career, and quite possibly a bunch of games.
Time of possession not as heavily in our favor, but still 32 minutes of possession time, and that seems to be a major factor in us being able to control both sides of that ball.
Well, you hope so. I mean, right now you're judged, of course, by yards per game, and that's pretty much on plays. And we would like 75 plays and let them have 50, and that extra 25 plays a game. Hopefully, it's going to sway the field and tilt it in your favor.
We've got a big one this week. You got Fair State coming in, both teams undefeated. What do we know about the Bulldogs?
Well, they're a great football team, and that's been shown. There's some of those reports and polls or computer stuff has them rated #1 in the country. So we know, we've seen their scores, we've watched them on film. They're very explosive, very athletic. The quarterback makes it go. No one has stopped them yet. No one's really even slowed them down. So we know we've got our hands full. Now, a year ago, we lost a heartbreaker up here. I mean, they got us to 30-27, and we had a lead into that, right at the edge of that fourth quarter. So, our kids feel we can play with them, and we're excited about the opportunity.
Also, something big at the game, the 04 team is going to be coming back, be honored at halftime. 10 years since the 04 GLAC championship team.
Right. That was that was a lot of fun. I think I'm the only old guy that's still around from that team. But that team got as far as I think we were 4th in the country at one time, and we're 9-0, and then had the game down against Grand Valley when everybody got hurt, and it kind of took the wind out of our sails, if you would, for the national playoffs. But I think we've got over 20 to 30 those young people. I guess they're not young anymore, but those semi-old guys now that are planning on coming back, and we look forward to that.
This game Saturday, potentially as big as any game since that playoff game in 04, with both teams being undefeated. Obviously the conference championship implications on the line, all that kind of stuff. Looking forward to the game, Coach.
Great. Thanks, Wes.